Good day, this is Dr. Cook, proud superintendent of the Catskill Central School District. The purpose of today's video is to provide you an overview with the new normal here in the Catskill Central School District. Unfortunately, the COVID situation has changed the way that we're operating our school. So as a result, our children and staff will be required to wear masks, whether it's on the school bus for our children and also in our school facilities. Mask breaks will be provided at the teacher's discretion. In addition to that, we have hand sanitizer, temperature checks. So there's going to be a new normal here. So our administrators, our department supervisors have done a great job with providing with you with today's presentation. In addition to that, I want you to know that I take the safety and security of your children very seriously. So as a result, we're going to begin the school year off in a 100% remote instruction format, which means that from September 14th, which is a Monday, through Friday, October 9th, 2020, which will be phase one, your children will participate in a remote instruction format. We feel this is the safe way to start off the school year and slowly transition or phase our students back into the classroom. Phase two will be from Tuesday, October 13th, 2020 through Friday, January 29, 2021. In phase two, either children will be in school on a hybrid model, which is 2 days of in-person instruction and 3 days of remote, and or, upon your choice, they will remain on 100% virtual instruction. This week, you will receive a survey in addition to a parent letter. The survey, I ask that you watch this video in its entirety. After you watch the video, complete the survey and return it to us by Friday, August 21st, 2020. You can either return the survey back to the back of my office. I have a Dropbox, and or return the survey in the mail. We need to know which selection you're going to choose. Once you're in phase two, your choice will be locked in, meaning that you cannot move from hybrid to remote and from remote to hybrid. So it's very important that you review this video, review this information with your children, and also with your spouse, because we need to know exactly how to better prepare for your students to re-enter into our school buildings. Phase three, our objective is to return all students back to the district. Phase three will begin on Monday, February 1st, 2021 through June 25th, 2021. Again, our objective is to get all students back into the school district, but again, there may be some parents who are still on the fence who want their children to remain at home and learn remotely. In addition to that, we did review our most recent survey. Our most recent survey indicated that 35% would send their children back to school in a hybrid or in-person model. 32% are still unsure and 33% said no. So again, the majority of parents are still either on the fence or saying no. So this video will hopefully influence you to make that decision. We need to know if Billy's coming back to school. We need to know if Natasha's coming back so we can make the appropriate arrangements. So again, we encourage you to watch today's video. We thank you for your support and thank you for your understanding, because as you watch the news, there's many school districts in the southern states who are opening, closing, and reopening. So we don't want to add that further frustration here in the Catskill Central School District. We want to do things in a wisely appropriate type of manner. So thank you once again. If you have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to give me a call, area code 518-943-4696. We have 3 virtual town hall meetings set up for this week and next week. The first virtual town hall meeting will take place on Thursday, August 13th at 6 p.m. The second is Tuesday, August 18th at 6 p.m. And the third is Thursday, August 20th, again at 6 p.m. The virtual invitations are on our website. So again, please call me if any other questions or concerns. We thank you for your support. Good day.
Hello there, I'm Mr. Muirhead, Catskill Central School District Transportation Director. Today I would like to discuss with you our procedures that we are putting into place, the Catskill Central School District Transportation Flexible Plan. This would be the plan that we will have in place in phase two when we start the hybrid operation in the Central School District on October 13th. Our flexible plan may change due to CDC guidelines and state guidelines. I want to let you know we will have an aide on all the buses. The driver and the aide will be wearing a mask. Drivers and aides will be instructed to conduct their own self-screening and stay at home if they are unwell. At the bus stop, students should practice social distancing. Mask is required to ride the bus. Temperatures will be taken. with a log sheet. The date, the aide will take the temperature, and it will be a pass-fail. If their temperature fails, they will not be allowed to ride the bus. And what we're going to be doing is first on, last off. So the first student that gets on the bus, they will go to the back of the bus, and then every other seat, window, aisle, and approximately 22 people will fit on the bus. And we will have assigned seating as well. Please note, each building is specific in drop-off and at dismissal. Students will be instructed on which entrance to go into and which entrance to exit and when to go into. The elementary school, for example, will be dismissing one bus at a time. There'll be aides and monitors out there to direct students to the correct doors to enter. Windows will be kept open to allow for airflow, when appropriate, of course. Buses will be cleaned between runs, and at the end of the run, they will go through a deep cleaning.
Hi, good morning. My name is George Henderson. I'm from First Student in Catskill, New York, and work with Catskill School District. Today I'm going to explain the procedure that we're going to be using to disinfect the bus and that we use to transport your children. First Student in Catskill School District has chosen to use Signet neutral disinfectant and is registered by the FDA as an effective disinfectant for the COVID-19. We are going to be applying it in the mornings after the runs and in the afternoons after the runs, and is going to be applied by a battery-powered backpack sprayer to apply uniform disinfectant onto the seat tops, the fronts and the backs, handles, and window latches.
Have a great day!
Hello everyone, it's Mr. Bragg, your high school principal. I want to go through some of the protocol and the processes that we're putting in place for our hybrid return to school. First, I wanted to let everybody know, if you come to the building, if you're a walker or car rider, you will be getting your temperature checked. What we're going to have is all of our kids that are riding the bus, they're going to come in from one door by the auditorium. And any kids that are walkers, car riders, or dropped off by their parents will come in the main office area, and we're going to check your temperatures before you come in. Now, when you do enter the building, you must have a mask on, as I do here, and you have to keep that on at all times. That is a priority, and it's going to be in our code of conduct. Once you do enter the building, we're going to have you go right to your first period class. I want to show you some of the one-ways that we're going to have and what a classroom will look like, and also a cafeteria for lunch, so that you have an idea what we're doing for precautions here at the high school. Now, the hallways are going to be one-way hallways. Okay, I'm going to use Ms. Holdred's math classroom as an example. If we come on in here, as you can see, as you look in this classroom, we have some desks that are covered with plastic, some are not, and they're kind of spaced out for 6-foot distancing. And this is how we're going to run our classes A versus B, or we're going to call it group blue versus group orange because they're school colors. So let's say I'm a student here. I'm in the first group. I'm group blue. I come in Monday, Tuesdays. I have nobody next to me. My next person will be over 6 feet away from me. After our class time, we run through the period. We're going to then exit the room, and then we're going to have staff clean the actual desks down before the next group of kids come in. Then on the opposite days, the plastic will come off of this, and this desk will be available for the next group. What we're going to do is have this a one-way, and it's going to go all the way around the square. So around the courtyard, it will be a one-way. Now, our stairwells are going to be one-way up and down as well. The closest stairwell here will be down. The one down here on the end by Mr. McAleen's classroom, closest to the auditorium, will be your up stairwell. It'll be one way down this hallway. If you have classes in a 160 wing, the physical education, music, you walk this way and then you go off to those classes. If you have a class upstairs and you need to go to the 130 wing, you're going to have to walk all the way around. It just has to be the way it is. In addition to that, we're not using any lockers. Lockers will be out. We're going to have monitors stationed at the bathrooms. It's going to be one in, one out. So each time you guys got to go to the bathroom, the monitor has to let you in. There can't be more than one person in there at a time. If you have physical education, we're going to try to do as much as we can outdoors. The fitness center won't be open until we're okay with gyms being open. But the number one priority is to make sure that you're getting your needs met, your safety is taken care of, and you're wearing a mask to protect others. When we use the watering stations, we're going to not be using the faucet on the bottom here. This will not be able to be used. We are going to utilize the water bottle station. So the cafeteria, we're going to have one way in, one way out. So what I'm going to do for my lunch period is I'm going to come down to the cafeteria, not go into the line. I'm going to come sit down in one of the chairs at all the tables here, and I'm going to wait for the teacher, monitor, or the aide to say, okay, this row, which will be 8 students, may get up and go into the lunch line. They're going to go into the lunch line, exit the one way that they can. They're going to be spacing, and I'm going to leave that to Mr. Muirhead to show you. Dismissal for buses, we're going to announce buses to go first, then we're going to ask car riders to go second, and we're going to then ask for walkers to leave the building last. There won't be any after-school activities until further notice, unless it's virtual. But just want to make sure that you understand that we're going to layer out our dismissal so that all the kids are safe, and they're going to exit at the front of the building, and the 2 exits, one being in front of the school here in the office, and the other one in front of the auditorium. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm always available. Email, phone call to the office. But most importantly, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in the fall and getting started with the 2020-2021 school year. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Patrick Witt. I'm head of facilities for Catskill Central School District, and I'm here to give you a demonstration on one of the 6 Genion misting units that the district has recently purchased. This is a Genion misting fogging unit, which is both efficient and effective in sanitizing and disinfecting classrooms, hard surfaces, bathrooms, anything that you could possibly imagine. They're used in airports, hospitals, daycare centers, bus garages. It's a very simple device to use. It's lightweight. So I'll just give you a brief demonstration. Again, this is safe for all surfaces, humans, hard surface, fabric, and whatnot. So you can efficiently and effectively clean a classroom like this in no time. And that's pretty much how it operates. You do not want to oversaturate any surface, just a light mist. It requires a 1-minute dwell time for it to stay on surfaces to effectively work. There's no need to wipe it down afterward. It dries, it dissipates, and you're good to go. The electrolyte solution that goes within this unit is not toxic. It's safe for fabric, humans, and hard surfaces. It is EPA registered. It's a broadband disinfectant.
Hi, I'm Carrie Overbaugh, principal at Catskill Middle School. Welcome to our new normal. When we're in the hybrid model, any students coming in who are walkers or being dropped off will enter the main entrance right here in this door where they will get their temperature taken. Students coming off the bus will come in through the middle school cafeteria. Welcome, let's go on in. Let's go see one of our classrooms. So welcome to one of our newly set up hybrid classrooms. When students come into the classrooms, we already have their desks social distance and separated by plastic bags, so students will know right where to sit. When we switch from group A to group B, those bags will be moved onto the new desks after they are completely sanitized, and so they're ready for them when they come back the next week. Transitions in the middle school will not be following the bell. The bells will be turned off, and students will be notified at what time they are to leave to go to the next class. Teachers will also be notified so they know in advance when to expect that call to come through the announcements. Whenever possible, teachers will move from classroom to classroom to prevent as much as possible students leaving the classroom and transitioning into the hallway. When it's time to leave, students will get up by row and leave to make sure that social distance is in effect. After the students have left the classroom, all desks and chairs will be cleaned prior to the next class coming in. One of the main rules we have in the middle school is that we always walk to the right. Down the middle of the hallways, we have our paw prints that remind us of our PBIS rules to be safe, be responsible, and to be respectful. Students will be allowed to use the water fountains, but only using the bottle fillers. This year, students will not be using the lockers. In the middle school, we have stairs that are one way only. As you can see, we have an upstairs and a downstairs only sign.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Catskill Middle School. For our students that are returning, you'll see that things aren't too different in the cafeteria. When you come in, if you're in the first group, which is this blue one, you will come in with your monitor and you will find your assigned table like you have in the past. The only difference is that this year, there'll only be 2 students to your table. After you finished eating, you will be called up by the monitor to put your garbage out, and you'll either go outside for recess or indoors to the auditorium or the gymnasium, depending on what period it is.
There will be monitors monitoring the bathrooms, both the boys and the girls, and only 1 student at a time will be allowed in the bathroom. Students who are waiting to go into the bathroom will be social distanced in the hallway. So now we've made it till the end of the day at Catskill Middle School. When it's time for dismissal, each wing will have its own door to exit. So thank you, everyone. We're looking forward to having everyone back. Families, please know we miss you, and we are going to make sure that when your children come back, they are safe, and we are doing everything we can to make sure that they have a successful school year here at Catskill Middle School.
Hi, I'm Mr. Muirhead, Food Service Director with the Catskill Central School District. Today I'd like to go over some of the routines, changes that we've come up with based on the COVID-19 and our reopening Phase 2 for October 13th. The following rules today apply to all district buildings. We will demonstrate as the children come in through the line. We will have a server. They will have a mask on, gloves. Then they go 6 feet further and they will have an opportunity to get a sandwich or a salad that is pre-wrapped. In addition, when they hit the cashier station, our cashiers will have a mask on, they will have the shield on, they will have gloves on. Another change this year is at the cash register, the students will not be putting their number in via pin pad. They will tell the cashier their number, the cashier will put in their number and let them go. As with the last 3 years, all students in Catskill Central School District eat for free.
Hello, I am Mr. Rivers, principal of Catskill Elementary School. The health, safety, and well-being of our students and staff is our top priority. At this time, we're going to show you some of the policies and procedures we have in place to ensure your safety when you return back in the fall. We're going to go over the entering the building procedure for Catskill Elementary School. If you are taking the bus, once you exit the bus, grades 4 and 5 will be entering by the preschool playground in the green wing. Grades K through 3 will be entering through the main entrance. If you happen to be a student drop-off, you are going to enter Scenic Drive, come around the building by the yellow wing, and you will be having your temperature checked before you exit the vehicle. If you pass the temperature check, you will be permitted into the building. Once you are safely in the building, you will proceed to your classrooms where breakfast will be served if you are having breakfast, still maintaining social distancing, wearing masks, and staying 6 feet apart.
Here we have some guidelines for the hallways for the students. The hallways will be directional. They'll be traveling on the right side of the hallways. There are stopping points that are marked every 6 feet. There are no lockers at this point in time, and we will have directional arrows.
As students enter the classroom, they will be maintaining social distance. When students are in the classroom, they will be in their 36 square foot bubble, maintaining social distancing and wearing masks. As you notice, there are plastic on half of the desks in the classroom. Those are for students who are entering on their opposite day. So students in A day will have a desk, and students in B day will have a desk, and we will rotate those desks as they come in, allowing us to sanitize and clean desks when necessary. Teachers have an instruction area will be marked off with a 6-foot radius as well too. So they can maintain a instructional area for students to come up to when needed, but return back to their desks.
These are our cafeteria lunchtime procedures. The students line up outside in the hallway, and as they enter the cafeteria, each table has 3 X's, and the students come in and they each sit down at the tables marked with an X. Once the students are seated at their tables, they will be called up to the food line, 1 table at a time, and they will continue to practice social distancing. After the students have completed lunch, get up and throw their garbage into the garbage can and walk out in the hallway and line up using social distancing. Students at this time would go to the playground and they'll stay with their classroom pods within their station. If we have inclement weather, they'll go to the classrooms and play board games.
Our traditional water fountains will be bagged and be used inoperable. Students will be utilizing our bottle filler stations for any kind of water hydration. Restrooms. Students in K through 2 have bathrooms in their individual classrooms. However, for students in grades 3 through 5, we will have a monitor station at each bathroom, making sure that only 1 student at a time will be using the bathrooms. While they're waiting, we have pause and stop areas set up on the floor for students to wait to go into the bathroom. For our dismissal procedure, each student will be dismissed 1 grade level at a time exiting to the buses. We will maintain single file lines, social distancing, and completely wearing our masks during the dismissal time. Students who are picked up will be going to the cafeteria. They will be staged social distance apart, and while 1 staff member will be outside with the walkie-talkie calling in for 1 student to be dismissed at a time. We are excited to see everyone back here in the fall. Thank you very much for your cooperation and your understanding. If you do have any questions, please feel free to call the main office at the elementary school at any time. Thank you. Be safe.
My name is Patrick Parator, and I'm the Questar 3 BOCES Health and Safety Specialist working with the Catskill Central School District. My primary function in the school district is to assist and advise and coordinate with matters of compliance as it impacts the school district on a day-to-day basis. Recovering, rebuilding, and renewing. Well, that's the spirit of New York State schools, and that's how the Catskill School District is moving forward. Countless hours and effort has gone into preparing our reopening plans with emphasis on safety and health for all the students and staff. I will continue my time and efforts with the school district in accomplishing all our goals identified in our reopening plans as we move forward with a safe and healthy school district for all.